Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets.
Hey guys, I'm working the part. Psych. We're really doing this again. You guys know that 58.9% of you aren't subscribed. Like, what's going on? It's so easy. And look, here's a clip right now if you don't believe me. Anyway, there's going to be a clip the entire part probably. But anyway, you guys are going to have 5 seconds to like, subscribe, and comment down below, done it. If you comment down below, like, subscribe in that 5 seconds, or you have bad luck for the rest of your life. Other than that, I hope you guys do enjoy the video, and yeah, let's get into it. Hey guys, and welcome to part 5 of what Deku could use infinite percent of 1 for all. Last time we left off on quite a big thing, but before we get into that, the like goal for the next part will be 40 likes. And yeah, also, if you're on the computer, you'll see a join button right next to my channel name. So please click that join button and subscribe to the membership, as it helps me out quite a bit. And you'll get premium perks, let's just say that. Other than that, I hope you guys do enjoy this Whatif, and let's jump into it. Last time we left off, Deku fought Todoroki and Bakugo on both, but he kind of killed Bakugo nearly. And when he was crying for help, Nana Shikamura, I think her name was, the All Might's teacher, came and helped Deku and healed Bakugo. And All Might saw her as the only ones who could see her were the ones who either have or had one for all. But everyone else, it just looks like Deku healed him, so they all start screaming, "What's his quirk?" At this time, and Devil woke up and saw the entire fight, and he was amazed at Deku, and kinda wanted him as a sidekick, and maybe a husband for his daughter. But he takes that thought out of his mind. The first thing he does after is he walks out a bit teared up still, and he's a bit distraught about what he did. He's in the hallway crying when Mina walks past, and she runs over and sits next to him, and she asks why she's crying, and he says, I killed Bakugo. I nearly killed Bakugo. If I didn't heal him, he would have died. And Mina said, yes, but you did heal him. So because of you, he nearly died, but also you're the reason he didn't die. Also, he owes you his life a lot more, so it doesn't really matter. And Deku says, I guess you're right. Thanks, Mina. And he looks up and smiles. Mina blushes a bit and looks away, and Uraraka is in the hallway, giving Mina a death stare. Deku starts talking to Mina more throughout the day, and they get to know each other, and they even arrange to have lunch before they have to do their internships. They arrange a friendly date. They have lunch and go to a theme park. They had a lot of fun. They went on roller coasters and everything, and even on one of them, the ride broke and Deku held it up himself as everyone got off it, and Mina was just impressed. And for the last ride, they went on the Ferris tour. And it was sunset at this point, and they were both looking at each other smiling. And Mina was looking in Deku's eyes again, and that gleam appeared again, and she started blushing and looking away. But then she couldn't help but look back. And Deku said to her, I've had a lot of fun with you today. And Mina said, yes, same, Asuku. And then Deku says, this was kind of like a date, wasn't it? Mina blushes again and says, yeah, I guess. Deku started blushing then because he didn't think Mina would agree. And then he says, wait, if this is a date, does that mean we're dating? They both blush and look away, but something changes in the mood, and they both look back into each other's eyes. And Mina says, well, if you want to. And then Deku, without even muttering, leans forwards, and bam, they kiss. I know the ship came out of nowhere, but it'll make sense in the future. So yeah, that's just my shit. Mina x Deku. And so they walk home and Mina's latched onto Deku's arm. As they're walking home, they see Uraraka, Todoroki and Bakugo. And Bakugo looks Deku and Mina up and down and says, "Wait a minute, are you two dating?" Uraraka gets like a face of fear, and then she snaps out thinking, "No way." And then Mina and Deku smile and says, "Yeah, we decided to start dating." Bakugo smiles but tries to hide it, but he can't. Todoroki congratulates Deku and Mina, but Uraraka just walks away. Then she turns around and looks Mina in the eye and says, "I hate you." Mina starts crying, and Deku, being a protective boyfriend, since they just got together, he's a bit on guard, activates his quirk and suddenly appears in front of Uraraka, scaring her, and says, "You never speak to her like that again. Do you understand me?" Uraraka says, "Yes, I'm sorry, Mina, I'm just in a bad mood." And Mina says, "Oh, it's fine." Anyway, the next day, they read out the internship office they got. And Deku got one from Guntorino, Eraserheads, and multiple. Every hero gave him a apprenticeship except for All Might, as there's nothing really left for All Might to teach Deku. But then there's one he was curious about, and he accepted it. And he went to Endeavor's agency with Todoroki. When he arrives there, Endeavor was really friendly with Deku, but gave Todoroki a death stare. But Deku didn't really take note of this, but Todoroki did, and he was wondering why Endeavor was so friendly to his friend. Until it all started to set in place, and Todoroki realised that Endeavor was up to something. But the first thing, Endeavor started questioning Deku on his quirk and how amazing it was. And then Fuyumi, Endeavor's daughter, walks in. And they both look at each other, and Fuyumi blushes a bit. Pretend they were the same age. But she's a year or two older than him. But Deku doesn't. He's in a relationship with Mina. And he calls her over and says, "Oh, this is the boy I was telling you about, the boy you're going to marry." Deku just steps back and bit and says, "What? I'm not marrying her." And Deku says, "What? Then why did you come to the agency? It was on the list." And Deku says, "I didn't read the list. I just accepted this one because I could come train with Todoroki, considering he's the second strongest in my class." And Endeavor says, "Oh, I guess that's fine. Maybe you can get to know each other and see where it goes from there." Until Todoroki breaks the news that Deku has a girlfriend. And Endeavor scowls a bit and says, "Well, we can change that, can't we?" But Deku takes no notice of this. They start doing weight training because Deku just doesn't really need to get any buffer, but it's nice to be able to impress people. And he trains with Todoroki in martial arts, as Deku actually knows all types of martial arts. And then he does a 1v1 against Endeavor. And Endeavor says, "So, your limit's 1,000,000, huh?" And Deku laughs and says, "Sure." Endeavor takes this as a no, and he's shocked. And he says, "Okay then, to come at me with 1,000,000. And Deku says, "Okay, your death wish, also let's go outside for this." Go out to the outside arena at Endeavor's house. And start training. Fighting. Endeavor launches a huge blast towards Deku, but Deku just blows it away with a single kick. So Endeavor thinks the flames need to be hotter and increases the heat of his flames to blue. And Deku kicks these ones away, but the heat wave from it still comes a bit, but it doesn't affect them. Then Endeavor shoots even hotter blast that's just go a bit of a darker or lighter blue, whatever one. And Deku just runs straight through these, shocking Endeavor. And Deku says, "Your quirk isn't really effective against me at all. Sorry, but I'm immune to fire. Due to, as it was said in the, what's it called? The exams or whatever, or the tournament." And Endeavor says, "Oh, what about my physical punch?" Endeavor tries to use an explosive punch, so he gets kicked in the nose, breaking it and snapping his jaw. After getting some help, Ida sends his location to Deku, and Deku already gets a bad feeling, so he speeds off at full car 100%, and he gets to that alleyway much sooner before Ida's even paralysed. And Stacy sees him, but Deku's a lot quicker because he's not using just 5% this time. And he bounces off the walls, and before Stain can even react, and punches him, sending him flying into a wall. He goes around to hit Ida until Ida screams, "Watch out!" And Stain slashes his sword down at Deku. It hits until Stain sees it just tore the clothing. And Deku says, "You should really watch this. That sound we had. Those weapons aren't working to me." 500% smash, and he punches Stain, knocking him out. And then Ida jumps back up with a recipe of birth and smashes his foot into his head and tries to kill him. Deku 50% kicks Ida off him and says, "Stop it!" This is when Endeavor and Todoroki arrive and sees that Deku just took down Stain, the hero killer that they have been chasing for ages. And Endeavor says, "Well, you shouldn't have used your quirk, so I'll take the credit." And Deku says, "No, I'll take the credit, because what are they going to do against me? Put me in prison? Well, you do realise my quirk can't be cancelled out, right?" And Endeavor says, "What?" Yeah, and he says, "Yeah, my quirk isn't cancelled, but our Eraserhead couldn't cancel it. And that's what your technology for cancelling out quirks is based on." And Endeavor says, "Oh." So with this, Endeavor gives the credit to Deku, and he gets stopped by the police, and they say your punishment will be juvie. And Deku says, "No, my reward will be a favour whenever I need it." And they say, "Your reward?" And Deku said, "Yes, because do you really want to annoy me? You're something stronger than All Might. You couldn't stop me even if you wanted to." And the police know this, but they're just trying to threaten Deku. And they said, "Fine, we'll help you out when you need it, but no more using your quirk unsanctioned." But no more using your quirk unsanctioned. And Deku says, "Fine, fair." At this point, one sec. At this point, Deku isn't really afraid of the police anymore. And so once they get back to school, everyone questions Deku about how he took down Stain, as they saw it on the news. And they're all congratulating him, and they're apologising to Ida for what happened to his brother. And then Todoroki tells everyone how Deku beat up Endeavor again in a fair fight, and they're all shocked. But then Bakugo comes up and says, "You damn extras, move! You damn Deku, you're already starting your hero career. I hear they're planning to give you your license early so you can become an actual hero." And Deku heard about this from the police but didn't want to bring it up, and he says, "Actually, they're not planning to. I've already got my license." And they say, "What?" And they say, "Yeah, since I'm stronger than All Might, they decided it's not a good idea to keep me in a school when I can be out helping people. But I still have to come to school, and the only reason I can be late if I'm helping people, but I can't be more than 2 hours late." So yeah, Deku is a full licensed hero now, and his rank is started at the bottom. But on the way to school, a huge villain is destroying the city, and he jumps up and knocks it out. And he does what All Might done on the way to his school, and with that he rose the ranks to 50th, and everyone learnt his name. His name was Deku. And when he comes into school and everyone sees the new rankings for heroes that come out every month, they see that Deku jumped from bottom to 50th, and they're all like, "Wow, you're ranked 50 hero. That's amazing, Deku. You're still in school. If you go at this rate, you'll be number one while you're still in school." And Deku smiles, thinking, "That'll be funny. Me being the number one hero while I'm still in school." And this continues for the next few days before they do the race to save All Might, as that got a bit delayed. And Deku kept on rising the ranks, but it hasn't been enough published yet. And in one of them, the League of Villains actually attacked, and All For One was there. Let's just say this didn't happen in the story, but it's my arc. And Deku was defeated most of the league, and then All For One stood against him. Deku knew who this was and went straight to 1,000,000%. All For One was shocked, and with that single punch, Deku blasted him away, and All For One got seriously injured, and he opened a portal and retreated. Just by doing this, Deku did more than mostly any hero, and they established this new rank. This was in a few days though, after he got his license. So then they do the Rescue All Might mission. Deku, where they race, of course, not that All Might's been captured. And they race. Deku, of course, comes first quite easily. And then time skip to when the new hero ranks come out. All Might was still first, and it went from Endeavour 3rd place. And they said, what? He's been deranked? Endeavour's watching this, screams, what? And then there's like, wait, Deku, you must become 2nd. And then it says All Might 2nd. Everyone jaw drops and they realise what's about to happen. Even Eraserhead's shocked. He's watching it with them. And it says Deku, first #1 hero. Everyone starts cheering and classes rush out. As I'm saying UA, they always watch the rankings. And class rushes to 1A and congratulates Deku one by one. When Deku leaves school, paparazzi are everywhere. And when he gets home, his mum starts crying and says, you did it, Deku, you achieved your dream. And Bakugo's enraged, as Bakugo hasn't even got his license yet. And he was meant to be competing with Deku, but Deku's already the #1 hero, he's still in school. And Deku's just overwhelmed, and for the next few weeks it didn't feel real. Every day he would take down villains, the crime rate would increasingly drop each day. And everyone was amazed at how strong Deku was, and this is what reality would be. If we all had superpowers, yes, crime rate would increase. But if we had someone with Deku's powers in reality, real world, that crime rate would slowly drop as soon as he became a hero. Not slowly, at first quickly, but then that drop would slowly slow. But it would still continuously drop. And that's what's happening in the My Hero Academia world, due to Deku being able to one-punch anyone if he really wanted to. And this is going all well until they go to do their training camp in the woods. And when they get there, it goes all the same. Deku gets punched in the balls by Kota, and when they race to the forest, Deku with a single punch destroys everything blocking their way. But then at night, when they're sleeping, they hear their alarms go off. And the villains are attacking. I hope you guys did enjoy this What If. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. Hit the like goal, get me to 10k before the end of September. Before September or before the end. And please become a member, it means a lot to me. I haven't had one member yet, but I hope that will change soon, because 66% of you guys said you would. So, unless you was lying, which I hope you guys weren't, just think about it please, and thank you guys. Peace out, bye.